Welcome to your second stimulus check, second stimulus package update for December 28th in the afternoon. Got some good news, folks. You could say it's good news. From what I've read, they've approved the $2,000 stimulus check. Later on, I will do another video outlining it, maybe later on today or in the morning, but should be later on today with exactly what all was passed. But they did approve the $2,000 stimulus check. Before we jump into this video, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and ring the bell. Make sure and give this video a thumbs up. House approves increasing stimulus checks to $2,000 for Americans. That is just awesome. Sure beats the heck out of $600. This is good news for a lot of Americans. It really helped them out and put food on the table. This is just great. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming back and watching my channel and subscribing. For those of you that are new, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for future updates. The House on Monday approved giving Americans weathering the coronavirus pandemic $2,000 stimulus checks, substantially boosting payments from the $600 checks that were set to be given out as part of the COVID-19 relief package that President Donald Trump signed. The President signed a $900 billion measure into law late Sunday, and the government officials are scrambling to deliver payments to Americans, small businesses, aids, and unemployed benefits. They're going to try to do this week, folks. Try to get that stimulus money out to you this week. Sounds good. We'll see if they can do it. The Trump administration is scrambling to send one-time stimulus payments to millions of Americans starting as soon as this week, as the U.S. government races to implement a $900 billion coronavirus aid package. President signed after days of delays. Can you believe that you could actually maybe get your stimulus check by Friday? Wouldn't that be awesome after 8 long months of waiting, and then try to offer $600 in peanut money, little pennies on the dollar to folks? This would be great here. Like I said, don't count your chickens before they hatch. Don't mean to burst anybody's bubbles, but it'll be done when it's in your bank. Still, this is great news, and I'm glad I'm able to bring this to you, because a lot of folks been asking and waiting and wanting me to put up an update when it's been approved, so that's great. The scheduled correspondence with Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin earlier promises to dispatch stimulus checks to families this week. A plan later thrown into turmoil after Trump initially refused to sign the stimulus. The Treasury Department is able to move more swiftly than usual to deposit checks for as much as $600 into American bank accounts. But now it's been changed that they pass this, as a result of the earlier work this spring, when it disperses larger sums. Dispersing larger sums under an early stimulus program, Americans who previously obtained the federal tax refunds through direct deposit were among the first to receive their payments at the time, back in the spring. Those receiving paper checks had a longer wait for that aid. Electronic deposits could go out Wednesday, folks. They're talking about Wednesday and Thursday, in large tranches, according to senior officials at the Internal Revenue Service, who spoke on the conditions of anonymity to describe the agency's early plans. It remains unclear, however, if other obstacles might ultimately result in delays. But can you imagine, folks, by the end of this week would be awesome. Folks would have a great weekend. Well, a little bit stress-free weekend. Doesn't mean you're going to be rich. Just means you can pay your bills that we all piled up. Glad that folks to get some stress taken away and some children to be fed. Keep a roof over their heads. Particularly given the holiday week and its impact on staffing as major banks. A senior Treasury official who also spoke on the condition of anonymity confirmed that the agency was sticking to the same targeted timeline as Mnuchin recently outlined, but signaled that the timing could change. The last-minute rush to send the stimulus checks reflect the task facing the U.S. government, as it's to deliver new financial assistance quickly enough to avert a deeper dip in an already battered U.S. economy. The House voted Monday to increase the COVID-19 relief checks to $2,000, meeting President Donald Trump's demand for bigger payments and sending the bill to the GOP-controlled Senate, where the outcome is uncertain. The vote divides Republicans, who mostly resisted more spending, but many House Republicans joined in support, despite being weary of the bucking the president. Senators are set to return to session Tuesday to consider the measure. Things are looking real good, folks.